Number 13, Nikola Jokic.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And looking at the Wizards, they've had a rocky start to the season. Moving down a little here in the middle of the rankings. Hopefully they can make some corrections here and get this thing moving.
And now Washington's starting group. We've got Jaren Jackson. He's out there with Durant. Devin Booker out there with Edey. And for Boston, Brown out there with Ball. Then it's Flag. And it's Nikola Jokic. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Stan, when you look at these teams on paper, there's a clear talent discrepancy.
Yeah, but Kevin, games aren't won on paper. And if you're the underdogs, most people have already written you off. So you go out and play free with no pressure and use all of that public doubt as motivation.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Now here's Booker. His last outing, he had 18 points. Here's Durant, outside for Jackson. 5 on the clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Stolen by Ball. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And he goes in for the dunk.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now here's Jackson. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Booker. Ball with the rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
So, Greg, for Cooper Flag, both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean. Right? Though at this point, he's a powerful young man, and he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
Brown inside the line, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly, his shot was up.
On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Ball. Jokic with the steal. Pass the Flag. That one's in. His first shot this game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Last season, he played outstanding and a terrific year for him in terms of scoring. How about third in the NBA?
And back to him finishing runner-up in assists, his court vision, his ability to control the pace of a game makes him especially impossible to defend. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Booker looking around. Shoots over Ball. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Well, rebounds look too easy for Edey sometimes. Taller than even most NBA players.
Takes a step back. 11 feet away. Edey with the rebound. As Durant with the ball, he'll bring it up for the Wizards. Trailing by 5. Booker in the corner. Here's the floater. And the layup is good.
The deft touch from Booker. I love when he gets fancy and lofts it up there like that.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here's Brown outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 5 now.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, rather than absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities, it's great. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Wizards trail by 6. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Alec.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Guys, back over to you.
We appreciate it, Alec. Thank you. It's good from long range. He's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Celtics leading by 3. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago. The Celtics second.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking. .102 left here in the first quarter. Nice ball movement by Boston. Durant with the steal. Outside Jackson. Edey with it. Pass to KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good. That would have tied it. Celtics leading by 3. Over in the corner, Brown. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Staying active. Jokic is one of the best offensive rebounders in the game.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Booker against Ball. Now here's Booker. Edey with a screen on Ball. It's tipped. Jokic with the steal. And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics out in front, up by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
They've got Nikola Jokic. Russell Westbrook out there with Knipple. Then it's Rui Hachimura. That's the Boston Five. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Free throw drops for KD. GA, you hear about 3-level scores. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
Now here is Hardaway. Over Knipple. It's blocked.
Gotta love a guard like Knipple that can use his length as a weapon defensively.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Now here's Jackson. No scoring in this one. Back to KD. Jackson setting the pick here for KD. What a shot by Durant!
This is Durant's competitive fire coming out to play. He couldn't let that last 3 go unanswered.
Jokic a screen. In the corner, it's Westbrook. 4 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to the Jazz. Hardaway passes to Durant. Here's McCain. Here's Portis. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, when Portis gets the ball down there, he goes to work. Bobby has a nice blend of touch and size.
Jokic with the screen on McCain. McCain against Westbrook. Here's Jokic. It's Jokic inside.
Yeah, I feel like Jokic doesn't even need to see the basket when he gets that close.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. KD looking around.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Second team foul.
Jackson setting the pick here for KD. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jokic with the screen on KD. Pass to Knipple. Good D by Hardaway. Wizards trail by 3. Outside, KD. From 12 feet out. Rebound, Boston. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Nikola Jokic
perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Here's Booker. Nice ball movement by Washington. Taken away by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And a wide open look for Flag. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Flag's got the lead up to 8 now for Boston. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Now here's Booker. And they get it. Here's Portis. The layup off target. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Knicks in New York. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Actually, I thought they might be able to sustain that momentum that they picked up in the fourth quarter, but was not meant to be.
And the Wizards with possession. 11-point game. Here's Eagle. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Boston.
Washington shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
80. One shot.
And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
Wizards trailed by 8. 29 seconds left here in the second. Outside Portis. Portis, a screen on ball. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Ball against Booker. Carries it down low. Ball's got 5.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's Boston with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Back to the action in just a minute.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Boston Celtics.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get in space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times the defense couldn't get back. That created all sorts of mismatches.
And a look now at some of the games that have yet to tip this evening. It'll be the 76ers against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. 7 p.m. Eastern time for tip-off.
And this could be a fairly competitive one.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Zach Edey out there with Jackson. And it's Durant. Then there's Devin Booker. For Washington, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Number 13, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Good on both. And stand on defense, the Celtics content to play the percentages.
Yeah, look, the Celtics want to deny threes, free throws, and layups. If you beat them shooting 2-point jump shots, they'll live with it. But can they force more turnovers? Yeah, he's not exactly a highlight reel dunker, but you love to see Jokic throw it down.
KD can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 10. Down low, Durant with the steal. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Five on the clock. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's flagged with the rebound. Boston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
Lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple. He's got 10.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't want to break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back over to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie.
a terrific season. 7th in free throw percentage, 9th in scoring, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And again, you gotta love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game. Washington on D, trailing by 10.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
Wizards have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And what you love about Cooper Flag, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
Just 3 to shoot for 3. Booker. Rebound Boston. Jokic just got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
That one is off. Stan, you know, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It is tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive. Well, we've seen very few superstars as unselfish as Jokic. He'll play whatever role is necessary for his team to win.
Durant for 3. That's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
On the wing, Booker. Jokic defended. He gets that one. Edey's got 7.
Well, once Edey gets the ball that close to the basket, it's too late, even against the best defense.
Back to Brown. Out to the right wing. Flag. Boston again missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. The Wizards working the ball around now. Jackson misses. Boston leading by 11. Durant with the steal. Pass to Edey. And here's Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Booker in stride. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Checked in for Jokic. Hachimura comes in for Flag. Knipples checked in for Brown. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Ball. So it's Boston now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Drives to the hoop. And good that time. Williams has got his first points of the game.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends his lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Last season, he averaged 15 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
Booker against Westbrook. That's into the Celtics lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Booker.
And that's that in-between distance for some guys. Booker showing how comfortable he is from the mid-range.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Booker outside. Pass to Durant. Jackson setting the pick here for Durant. Brown. Right wing. The 9-foot shot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Westbrook's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics. Outside, KD. Pass to Booker. Just 4 to shoot. Jackson from long range. The shot off that time. Takes it inside. 11 feet away. And it's Boston with another.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
And so it's Boston. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this. Here's Ball. They've got LaMelo Ball. Jokic is up there with flying. Then there's Brown. That's the Boston 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Booker outside. Nice ball movement by Washington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal
Looking
foul.
around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
And the first one at the line is good.
Anytime Devin Booker is sent to the line, it's a win for his offense. He's pretty much automatic, and it's been that way since he entered the league.
Both free throws good from Booker. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
Pass to Durant. Lets it fly. Booker, no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Edie with the steal. Now here's Booker. Durant with a screen on ball. Here's Booker. Sinks the 15-footer. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
For him, it's been a tale of two halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Brown outside. Jokic a screen. Jacks up a three. Brown with the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 16.
And that's good decision-making by Brown in the pick and roll. He'll make the right read more often than not.
Here's Edie. There's Jackson with the three. Nailed from three-point land. Jackson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the defense. Brown outside. Pass the ball. The three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Back to Booker. And Ball with the block.
And great effort defensively from Ball. Timing the rejection perfectly.
Pass to Flag. The Celtics working the ball around now. The kick out to Ball. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
It's time now to present our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
He lost his straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He showed leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Wizards trailed by 19. Outside Jackson. KD, that's for 2. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Ball against Booker. Jokic with the screen on Jackson. To the inside. And Jokic slams it in.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
High post, KD. Pocket 4. Shot to stop the run. And Boston with the rebound. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Ball against Booker. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. And KD's got the ball here for the Washington Wizards. Inside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Jokic.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
Brown throws it down.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Good on the shot.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
And here is ball. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
All right, thank you, Nicola. This team showed up tonight defensively. What can you say about the effort on that end of the floor?
I mean, it's a whole collectively, you know, it's not just one guy, it's the 5 guys on the floor. So it's a coach, it's a bench, it's a fan. So thank you guys. Thank you a lot.
Thanks to all. Thanks to you, Nicola. Back to you guys.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.